welcome to the first video in the revenue management section. So this is part one of revenue management. So in this class we kicked off and we started to look at what revenue management is. So we're giving you a bit of an introduction. Revenue management is a bit of a hot topic in the world of hospitality because it can make huge advances in the amount of profit that a business can make. So to go along with this topic, please log into Canvas. There is an ebook in there that you need to download, and we're going to actually be working alongside this ebook along with the workbook as well. So the ebook is put out by Hospa. It's a really good resource. It's a free resource that's out there. I have put a couple of other resources on the J Drive as well as in Canvas, and they are really good reads of what is revenue management and some of the key bits there. Now this topic is really important if you're going to get into front office or getting into sort of bookings of any big hotels. It's a really big thing, and yeah, really good paying jobs are actually on the line for really starting salaries. You know, starting salaries in New Zealand at this point in time we know are around about $60,000 for a good revenue manager analyst to come in. So that's a really good start. And they get paid so well because they actually add so much profit to the business. So I'm going to have the PowerPoint down here. We're going to run through the PowerPoint of what is revenue management. Now, I've got on the PowerPoint, revenue management is the art and science of maximising revenue under variable conditions. It is a management tool that has the objective of increasing sales revenue by manipulating the prices at which fixed products, i.e. hotel rooms or airline seats, are made and available for sale in relation to the current and forecasted demand. So that's the really big definition, but let's just break it down. It's about maximising revenue. Maximise revenue. That's what it's about. And it's because we've got fixed product. That was another word that came out. Fixed product. Fixed product is, well, we've only got so many rooms in a hotel. So what's the best way we can sell all of them to maximise our revenue? And we do this by looking at, forecasting is one tool. Forecast our demand. We'll be looking at demand a bit more in a couple of points. So that's a couple of key points. Maximising revenue, manipulating prices. Yes. Making sure that pricing is appropriate to each segment that we are doing. So we're going to also look at segment in a couple of classes' time as well. Now, it is practice of ensuring the guests that come and stay in the hotel pay the most, and the hotel achieves the most revenue each night. So that's the objective of revenue management. Now there's an example here of a hotel, two scenarios. One is 100% occupancy, one is not got 100% occupancy. So do the calculation, pause this, and see which one has come out the best. Which has got the best revenue. Now in this case, occupancy doesn't mean everything. Actually, it's scenario 2, lower occupancy but a higher room rate that has worked out better overall total revenue. Okay, got another definition there. Predict consumer demand, optimise inventory, understand customers' perceptions of value, aligning with the product, price, placement, availability. We're going to be covering all of those terms as we go through these 7 sections. Now, a bit of history about revenue management. How did it develop? Well, it came out of the airline industry in the 1980s in America. What happened is it went from being publicly owned, all the airlines, to privately owned. And so private organisations went, right, we're going to do things very differently. And so there was low-cost airlines came out and they did super saver fares, or saver fares I should say. And they were really cheap, so cheap that the big airlines couldn't compete with selling at those price points. So what did they do? Well, they went, well, let's try things a bit different. Let's sell part of our airline at one price, and let's do a really, really cheap fare. And so they did a very, even cheaper airline ticket at that price. And then as we get close, so we'll release those first, and then as it gets closer and closer to the departure day of that airline, then we'll increase the fares each day. And so that's what they did. And that's actually what is quite similar in the airline industry now. In New Zealand, we have Air New Zealand. They do very big specials when they, on certain time frames, where they release some airline seats at a very cheap price. These are the ones they know that they might be lower demand, so you're never going to get them over the school holiday period, things like that, where there's traditionally more travel. So they sell a portion of the plane for cheaper. You're thinking, well, why does that make sense? Well, it ensures that, well, they have filled up enough demand in that plane. The profit is made from the remainder of the seats they sell at various price points. So they're able to extract more and more and more the closer to the lead time. And this is called lead time pricing, based on lead time. And so you've got different, so you're able to make more profit going into the closer lead time. So this is born out of the airline industry. Marriott Hotel, they were the first to take it on board for the hotel industry, and their profits just skyrocketed because they took it on and were able to maximise what they were getting from each customer. I highly recommend you to look at the introduction or the history of revenue management video that's on the student file drive. They're a very good video series put out by Duetto. Duetto sell software that do revenue management, so they want people to know about revenue management, and so they've produced this very good revenue management series to get people into it. So it's now used in the travel industry, hire car industry, and hospitality industry. Anytime that you see maybe different segments or different pricing, or maybe different lead time pricing, things like that, revenue management is in place. Before, it used to be just static pricing or fixed pricing. They would do one price for the room, that was it, it never changed. In some hotels, maybe some small providers still do that, but you'll find that the majority now actually manipulate prices to try and get the best price they can. Okay, got an example on PowerPoint of Air New Zealand. 3 options of selling out an aircraft, so you can do that if you want right now. Okay, and there's some issues that we're going to talk about in class, about what would be the different lead times, different price points, lead times, what happens to the unsold seats. What happens if you don't sell a seat on an aeroplane? Well, the aeroplane leaves, you can't sell the seat again. Same thing goes for a hotel. If you don't fill a room, you can't sell it tomorrow night. It's what's called a perishable product. So not only do you have a fixed product, you've got a fixed number of rooms, it's perishable. It goes off after every night. No one's going to want it anymore. Okay, so in the PowerPoint, a very good summary. So we've got fixed products being sold, they're perishable. Now, here's another thing. Different customers are willing to pay different prices for the same product. We're going to look at this in segmenting. You're going to have leisure segment, maybe a commercial segment, and other segments that will pay differently because they have different characteristics of that segment. But forecasting is very important. You know, what's going to be our demand on each night, or in the case of an airline, each flight, making sure we get that right. And finally, there are going to be external factors that impact customers' demand, and sometimes even supply as well. Some things will impact what happens. So we're going to look at the economic factors that can impact as well. Here's a really good definition of revenue management, and coming up in the slide, it says a commonly accepted definition of revenue management is to sell the right product to the right customer at the right time, at the right price, through the right channel. Those are all the decision points that we have to make as revenue managers. Okay, what components are needed? The next slide, really important. You know, we're going to be talking about 4 main components. The market is going to be an important one. Okay, we're going to talk about the market and what makes up the market, who are our competitors, demand and supply. We're going to talk about segmentation, you know, customer segmentation. We have to be able to do that to be able to do revenue management well. We need to look at economic conditions as well. What are the impacts of factors happening outside of our organisation? And finally, pricing. What are some pricing policies or pricing things that we can do to help increase our revenue? Okay, so I think that's about a good introduction to revenue management as part 1. Make sure you do go onto the read through the HOSPA ebook that's available on Canvas or on the student file drive. There is the videos on the student file drive as well. I would highly encourage you to look at those. And also there's 3 other articles that sort of introduce revenue management. Okay, thank you very much.